And that's
yeah, I can see them two in the same locker, Austin and Deborah. That's
but remember when the Benoit thing happened, and she came out and she did the interviews with Fox News, and she said that Steve Austin used to beat me, and all the guys in wrestling are on steroids, and this and that, dude, and they still contacted her anyway. So, you know what I mean? I mean, we'll have to see if she accepts that, especially, they know Steve Austin's going to be around. He's going to be there. He's at the Hall of Fame. He'll be at WrestleMania, So whether Deborah, I don't know if they're on speaking terms or what the relationship is these days. That may be an awkward situation if she were to accept the deal, to have to be backstage in the same general area as Steve if he was there. And I expect Steve to be at least play some part in WrestleMania. You're in Texas. I mean, when you think about it, when these people are contacted, I mean, just think about it, guys. WrestleMania, there's going to be 70,000 people in a stadium. I mean, that's not an opportunity that you're going to want to pass up. You know what I mean? To go out there in front of that many people and to be out there. I mean, it'd be the opportunity of a lifetime. You know what I mean? So I don't expect a lot of these people pass it up. I mean, if you're offered, other legends have been contacted, Greg the Hammer Valentine, the Honky Tonk Man, all these couple legends, different legends, have all been contacted. Whether they're going to appear or not, remains to be seen. We'll find out more in the coming weeks. We'll see what they do with these guys. But there's going to be a lot of people there, and there always is. It's WrestleMania. It's a fun time, man. It's a fun time to be. It's a busy time, man. I'll tell you what, on work, it's been brutal. It's been freaking brutal. You guys have seen all the news. I'm here at 9 o'clock in the morning and going till 1 in the morning. You know what I mean? It's like, ouch, and then you sleep, and then you wake up, and you go again the next day. So it's brutal. It's brutal, but it happens every year, just in time.
It's the craziest time. It's almost like Christmas for us right now. It's the craziest time of the year. You're getting prepared. You're getting the WrestleMania moments. Obviously, we don't have a big name. 2 years ago, Donald Trump. Last year, we had why his freaking name just blanked out of my head.
Last year WrestleMania, we had Trump. Last year we had Floyd Mayweather last year.
Yeah, there you go. Mayweather, last year, I'm a little bit surprised. I understand Mickey was trying to be the big guy for the 25th anniversary, but being the fact that it's the 25th anniversary, it wouldn't surprise me if we see as many old school celebrities in the crowd as much as we can, because again, you're celebrating the 25th anniversary, and maybe that's where McMahon decided to concentrate more, saying rather than trying to get a big celebrity, let's refocus our attention within the industry and try to bring as many celebrities from the past, wrestling-related wise or talent-wise, to come in. And it would be nice. It would be nice to see a lot of the old school members like Greg Valentine and Don Morocco, and even non-Hall of Famers show up at the event and be put on TV in some sort of form of way. Because, again, not only do you have 70,000 screaming fans, which I'll be there as well, but, you have another 1 million or so viewers watching the event as well for 4 hours. So they have 4 hours to work with. So there's definitely going to be some TV time going into the event.
God bless Wendy's, Jose.
You still with that?
I'm still with it. I just took another bite. Oh, I'm with it, baby.
You're probably like, yo, they keep on talking, though. Don't stop.
That's what I was just letting you rant and rave right there, man. Calming down.
I was wondering when to get cut off.
Hey.
Just kidding.
All right, so that's it. That's Monday Night Raw. That's all we're going to talk about on Raw. Now, let's take about 15 minutes here, and let's talk about the big story, one of the major stories making the rounds. A lot of big stories these days, but one of the big ones, and that is the Internet Leaks. How there is a big push in WWE. It's actually coming straight from Vince McMahon. I can tell you guys that the creative team, the writers, They are all now using company laptops, which all have tracking software which monitors their emails and which websites they visit. And there's a major, I mean, there's been reports that I believe it was in the Sun newspaper, which is out of the United Kingdom. Not really the best source for news, but you know, people in the company are planning stories, planning fake stories, and to see who's leaking these stories to the Internet. Whether these stories pop up on the Internet, then they can find out if they leak the fake story to this guy and the story winds up on the Internet, they'll know that this guy was the one that leaked the story. So there's basically a company initiative right now to really cut back on the amount of things that are out. And the funny thing is that a lot of the sources, I know who a few of the sources are, and they are not on the creative team. And you guys would be surprised. Some of it comes from some of the talent, and others come from, a lot of these guys, they start out young in FCW, and, they're just looking for a shot, trying to get in with anybody, and then when they get called up to the main roster, it goes from there. There's always going to be new guys coming in. There's going to be guys going out of the business, guys coming into the business. There will always be a way to get it's like this. Basically, I'm trying to find an email. I was trying to stall here real quick. A guy sent me an email, and I had saved it up. Here it is right here. He says, "Dear PWS, I've been reading your site for quite some time, for news purposes mainly. I try to stay away from spoilers, but something just doesn't add up. I assume you guys are fans of the pro wrestling business, but I've wondered for a while why you are so intent on spoiling storylines and revealing plans for all of the WWE shows, most importantly the upcoming WrestleMania 25. You report not only spoilers, but are currently acknowledging the fact that many inside WWE, especially Vince McMahon, are not happy with what you're doing. So why do it? If you're true fans of wrestling, would you not want the business to prosper to where they can create a storyline and follow through with it without having to worry about it leaking to the Internet? I mean, you guys did single-handedly ruin the return of Christian to WWE by reporting their storyline plans for the world to see. Because of that, WWE put them on ECW. Because of the reports you are posting on your sites, you are dismantling the WWE, putting WWE creative at an all-time low. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good that comes out of your sites. Pretty much anything that's not a spoiler on your site I see as valuable info. So again, I restate my question. What are your motives? What are the motives you guys have for leaking every spoiler you guys can get your hands on, putting WWE in a creative peril? Is there no remorse? Thanks for reading, which I'm sure you have my clever subject. Didn't think you could pass it up. Thank you, Joe." That was an email that I got, and I told Joe that I was going to talk about this on WZR Radio tonight. Basically, let's talk about this all day. Let's.
Let me say something. Let me say something real quick. This is fresh in my head.
All right.
I wish we had the power like this individual. What's his name again? I'm sorry.
Joe.
I wish we had the power that Joe is claiming to say. It's not that we want to come out here and we're, like, for instance, me, that I live in Stamford. I mean, I can literally live across the street from the towers and see exactly who's coming and going and report it online. The concept behind journalism is what we do here is if a news story breaks out, either as a spoiler or a storyline leak or the ratings, is just informative information, and that's what our viewers want to read.
It's